couple minutes early, just a couple minutes early. I saw that there was someone waiting in the chat. I didn't want to leave him waiting. And it appears we have our friend William here. William, how are you? And our friend Destiny. How are you, Destiny? How are you both? I'm going to bring up my desktop as it's easier. And I think it's better for you guys to not see me squint so closely into the phone as I try to read the smaller print. So my setup is I talk in the camera, I read from the desktop, in theory. Hopefully I won't mix the two up. Hey, Destiny, have you had the opportunity to meet our friend William? William, I think that you will find much wisdom, empathy, and compassion with our friend Destiny. Destiny is the originator, the co-founder, the inspiration for the Fellowship of Beingness. Destiny says, yes, I have met William. Awesome. Nice. I love the connections that are made across every YouTube channel genre. That you have burpee people and yoga people and nature short people, just people from all kinds of different areas coming together, supporting each other with one thing in common, that they are offering an inspired message. Where they are seeking to heal, or are they seeking to heal others? Heal themselves, heal others. Ultimately, it comes down to the same thing. If you want to heal yourself, well, then you have to heal others. If you want to heal others, you have to heal yourself. The two are inseparable. One thing, actually. This is why A Course in Miracles says that we are teachers as well as students at the same time. Because we teach what we most need to learn, which is what we need to learn is what we already know, which is love. That's why the Course says, teach only love. Destiny says, I see William here in your chat, Yogi, and in so many other chats. He's a great person. He is. He truly is. I've had the good fortune to chat with William off of YouTube. I'm very impressed with his sincerity and his commitment, his kindness, and his commitment to finding his authentic self. So, Destiny, how have you been? I know it hasn't been an easy time for you lately. You've been in my thoughts. Always in my heart, and you're in my thoughts as well. Runner Boy says, hey guys, Runner Boy, how are you? Runner Boy is putting up some big views. He's gaining his a well-deserved viewership. There's no fluff in Runner Boy's channel. Eric LaPointe, how are you? Eric LaPointe says, Destiny, what a pleasant surprise. It's always a pleasant surprise to have Destiny here. I can tell you in all honesty that I wouldn't probably still be doing live streams. I wouldn't be looking for a way of presenting live streams as a teaching and healing modality if it wasn't for the conversations that I've had with Destiny as we were sort of feeling our way through what my channel was and what it might become, the possibilities. Uh, Destiny always listened, and then she always gave me um, guidance. She always offered love. She always had faith that it would head in the right direction, with some bumps and some detours and some twist and turn. Um, we're seeing our way through ups and downs. Wolf is here. Wolf, how are you? Wolf says, how's it going? It is going well. How are things with you? Eric Point says, hey, there, running boy. He was just on his page. Awesome. Running boy says, YouTube unsub me from a bunch of people I was sub to. Weird. It seems YouTube's doing some weird stuff. It seems YouTube's always doing some weird stuff. And we get some crosses from Wolf. Destiny says, I have been a great yogi. I do have my days, but my low days, but my high days do break through the dark ones. Wednesdays have been hard to me, but my family is here helping me to get through it. Thanks, Yogi. Yeah, just know I'm always sending you love, my friend. By the way, I don't know. It says, who are you? That is the big question. That is the inquiry presented by Ramana Maharshi, to simply and always continuously ask ourselves, who am I? And never ever settle for an answer. I could easily tell you that I'm Eric McCarty, that I am just a yogi doing burpees in his basement, that I am a body, that I am a meditation teacher. Those are all just labels. Who am I? I don't know. And that's the mystery. And the end result of every self-inquiry is simply learning to live with that mystery, to be satisfied without having an answer, to be satisfied without needing an answer. William's here. William says, Yogi, a big hello to you again. Thank you, William. I had mentioned before that William is at a big 621 subscribers. And it was only maybe a month ago he was talking about hitting 500. Telling his kids that he really wanted to hit 500. And now here he is. And there's a new goal of 1K by 1/1/25. And man, look where he is now. So it's not just doable, it's entirely doable. Let's see, we got some, I don't know what that first emoji is. I know the last one is a monkey. Destiny says, hello, Eric LaPointe, and how are you? By the way, I don't know, says identify yourself. Well, that's the thing. As I was explaining with the method of self-inquiry, how do I identify myself? I could just give you label after label after label, but none of that is identifying myself. It's just identifying the label. So the best identity that I could give you would be nothingness itself, emptiness, a void, the capacity for every single one of those labels to exist. Let's see, Destiny says hi to William Downey. William says hi to Eric LaPointe. Eric LaPointe says, yeah, I thought for sure I was sub to Brian, and I wasn't, so I had to sub again. Well, I need to double check. I would hate the thought of, being a long-time supporter of someone and then just not seeing them for a while and thinking that maybe it was, they haven't been putting up any content. So because our friend William has a goal, let's make it easier. I want to give a wrench to William Downey. That way people can click on his link and go directly if they're not already subscribed to him. Runner Boy says, I am the man. Well, of course you are. There's no doubt about that. I've seen you work out. I've seen you pull some big deadlifts. I've seen you do a perfect squat. Ass to the grass. If anyone has a doubt if Runner Boy is the man, then man, they haven't been to your channel. Yogi Point says, hey Bill, staying out of trouble. Like the pick of his dogs. I haven't seen that. I'm going to have to check it out. Let's see. Bob Easy says, you take shrooms? It's been a long time since I've taken shrooms. Probably 1980 something. William says, oh, thanks, Eric. For sure. I want to make it easier for you to hit those numbers, William. Plus, you're a police officer. Who better to have sheriffing the YouTube streets than William Downey? Eric LaPointe says, Bambizi do you? Bambizi, do you? It's a good question. Our friend Timo is here. Hi, everyone. Greetings from the other side of the big pond. Other side of the big pond, and what I saw this afternoon, right in the mountains. Absolutely beautiful. Excellent premiere. Sorry I missed the actual premiere, but I was there after. William Hart says, I wish I could. You know, there's a lot to be said for microdosing. There's a lot to be said for microdosing under the supervision of a therapist that is trained in shamanic healing, even better. Laradox, my young friend, how are you? The mistake I made back in the day with taking mushrooms was not approaching it purely from a shamanic perspective, although it certainly was, and I certainly had that experience. I would have been better off under the guidance. This is a friend Laradox's channel. So I'm going to skip some of the highs so I don't fall behind immediately. William says, well, thank you so much, Yogi. Of course. As I said, William, I want to make it easy for people to connect with you so you can hit that goal. Laradox says, here's been watching the latest Mr. Beast video. Man, I only learned who Mr. Beast was through you and Flower just a couple weeks ago. I hear he's a good guy. I have no interest in watching him though. You know what? I'd rather watch a well done Laradox video than a Mr. Beast video. I'd rather watch Laradox talking about the things that he's passionate about, the things that he loves, than watch a Mr. Beast video. I'd rather watch William Downey eat a plate full of eggs than a Mr. Beast video. Or Eric LaPointe doing burpees, preferably with his shirt on. But I'm not going to be overly picky. Bambizi says, Eric LaPointe, of course. So have you had any breakthroughs, insights, revelations, Bambizi? And have they been lasting? Because I always remember what Huxley said. And, I don't remember. Oh, Doors of Perception. That you get great breakthroughs. Mushrooms, mescaline, LSD. You're walking through a door. The problem is you're walking through the same door every single time. Meditation brings you directly into the infinite. And it's nothing needed but sitting. Jacob's here. Jacob, my friend. Optimob says, tomorrow is a new video, but no premiere. Spoiler, I test a new cam for the car. Awesome. Man, Optimob is cutting edge. Cutting Edge YouTube. Destiny says hello to Optimob. Destiny comes right, or I'm sorry, Jacob comes right in and starts dropping channels because that's what Jacob does. Jacob works for other people constantly, consistently. Even his reps are dedicated to inspiring people. Theodox says, I forgot to tell you, even though you already probably know. About the Mr. Beast, I did not know. My goal, my only goal in life, is to be the last person on YouTube not subscribed to Mr. Beast. I'm going to hold out to the very end. I have a feeling that Eric LaPointe and William Downey will be right there with me. We'll see which one caves first. Eric LaPointe says, I'm great, Destiny, and you will never hear me say otherwise. Even if I'm not, I try to convince myself I am by speaking it true. Interesting, Eric. Fake it till you make it. I'd like to think, there's some deep wisdom there, Eric, that ultimately, by virtue of being alive, by virtue of knowing that things can change in an instant, that even when you might not feel that things are okay, intuitively, you know that they are. Does that make sense? Destiny says, Eric LaPointe, sometimes when you connect to someone's channel, in some way you become disconnected. It happens to me a lot, and I keep reconnecting. I don't know what YouTube is doing with this or about this. You would hope that I've been told, as I'm now monetized, that 40% of my whatever I make goes to YouTube. I'm going to ask them to dedicate that 40% to fixing that problem. Heck, they could take 50% and fix that problem. Optimob says, honestly, after the premiere, the video is in 4K, much better. Why do you think that, Optimob? I don't know enough about how you do things, because I know you're so technical in your editing, which reflects on the beauty of your videos. Jacob drops the link for Runner Boy. Thank you for that. Optimob says tomorrow's a new video. Oh, I read that. William says I'm going to show my kids who's the crap. No doubt. 1K, that'll do it. Dardox says, stopped? What'd you stop? Dardox says, I'm glad Trump is okay. Well, we certainly don't want anyone hurt. Jacob drops a link for William Downey. Eric Point says, I think we are bots. Now I watch 2 shorts of videos all the way through, then like it, and then subscribe. Which is helpful for the channel anyway. Because not just, for the time and everything, but it catches the attention of the algorithms. So I've been told. Jacob says, greetings and blessings to you all. Hit the like button for a great friend, Mr. Yogi. Big sleep to y'all, to you, and to y'all. Thank you for that, Jacob. Sue is here, finally settling down from my adventure today. Sue says, hi there, Yogi. How is the sky tonight, Sue? I think we're going to have some thunderstorms, and it's finally going to cool off tomorrow. Cool being, I think, 90 degrees. Luke is here. Luke says, I never subbed to the Beast. I didn't even know who he was until Laradox and Flower told me. Eric Point says, Bambizi, do you feel a difference? Great question. Optimop says, I don't do burpees. Back bugs me, so I have to walk at his pace. That'll keep you in shape. Backs should be paid for your personal trainer. Jacob drops a link for Sue. If you guys want to experience central Pennsylvania through the eyes of just one Sue, it's a beautiful part of the world. Holds a special place for me because we would drive through that all the time, visiting my family up in northern Pennsylvania, north central PA. So we would follow the river right up through Harrisburg. Laradox says, on political what? William says, Jacob, I'm going to make you a mod on my channel if I haven't already. Jacob's the man, that's for sure. Luke says, I'm for America. Laradox. Excellent answer. Well, I do my best not to talk politics, at least in the traditional sense here, because it doesn't help. I can talk about my political belief of kindness. I can talk about my political beliefs of unity. I can talk about my political beliefs that everyone should have the right to be healed and to help heal others. And none of that has a political party. That's just the politics of kindness. It's the politics of love. I can talk about that all day. Anyone wants to talk about that. And a single political figure doesn't even have to be mentioned. A single political party doesn't even have to be mentioned. Let's see. Jacob says, there's a new burpee warrior that is putting in the reps. He is fantastic, everyone. I want to show some love for him. Well, let's check him out. I'm subscribed. Thank you for that, Jacob. Sue says she captured a vulture, a hawk, and a helicopter this morning. Awesome. Well, I absolutely love vultures and hawks. I have not seen my morning hawk in a while. Helicopters are cool. Although when I see one here, I'm always worried because it's either police, which isn't often, or it's medical. Optimob says, I would like to say goodnight for today. I'm really tired. Have a nice evening, everyone. Good night. See you tomorrow. T-Mill, thank you for stopping in. Very much appreciated. Have a good night, my friend. Eric Point says, there was a couple reasons you can smell rain. One is that so plants close up and some seeds open up because of the biometric pressure. So the smells change fast. I didn't know that. Makes perfect sense. Thank you for that, Eric. Medic says, but a helicopter is hard to catch without getting your hands caught in the rotors. So, well, Medic, the trick is approach it from beneath. That's the mistake you're making, Medic. You're reaching for the top. You got to lose a finger. You got to go up from the bottom. Medic, how are you? Luke says, talking politics, doing good in the community. Absolutely. Absolutely, Luke. Sue says, Medic, you got away from me real quick. And the point says, this is why animals know if rain is coming. So we have that skill ourselves, although it's probably lost. I think if we paused, if we stepped out and allowed ourselves, uh, instinctively, it would come back. Luke says, but I do talk politics a lot, just not here. I'm doing my best to retire from political thought. Um, I'm going with, my deep dive in A Course in Miracles, talking about do not seek to change the world, but seek to change how you perceive the world. So if I look and I see political discord, I know that I can't fix it by going out there and participating in the messiness of it. I know I got to turn within and change my perception and how I see it. And that's the only way I'm going to survive the upcoming political season, or the upcoming season of what we're going through, whatever it is, universally, not just in our country, across the world. Eric Point says it's coming my way soon. Yeah, our skies are getting dark here. Blank YouTube says, how's it going, everyone? Blank, good. How are you, my friend? Luke says, polarized sunglasses are great for fishing. Yeah, I guess. Being out there with the sun as intense as it's been, it's got to really help. Sue says the rain's coming down hard now. Medic says his crow is a great weather forecaster. Yeah, I bet. Fish are really sensitive to biometric pressure also. I was always told fishing in the rain was one of the best times. Medic says hi to Jacob. Blank says, hi Yogi, keep up the great work. Really enjoy your videos. Thank you, Blank. I appreciate that. I'm sort of stepping up the what I'm offering off of the live streams, not just with the nature videos, but just pretty soon, along with the Course in Miracles stuff, I want to put out some breath work stuff, some meditation stuff, maybe even just a few key talks on yogic philosophy, yogic psychology. I'm hearing thunder. So last time we got a bad storm here, it was a tornado touching down in my backyard. Medic says if Russell comes 4 times for food, then it's going to rain the next day. Well, hey, that's a keen observation, Medic, that you could see that rhythm and put it together. William says that was a legit laughing out loud. My sentiments exactly always approach from the bottom. Why does that not surprise me from coming from William Downey? Joe Delaney is here. Joe, how are you, my friend? Duke says the polarized glasses that you see through the water better. Cool stuff. You should look at a vid showing it. I will. Let's check out Joe. I spent some time this morning on Joe's channel. She is at 5:15. I think that's 2 more than I saw this morning. Joe Delaney is a 100K channel in the making. Desi says it's been raining there a lot today. Sue says, oh my God, just got a photo of the rainbow I'm looking at. Awesome. I'm looking forward to seeing it. Joe says, hello, Yogi. Eric Point says, you only do it once, Medic. Blank YouTube says, East like politics. I don't watch it anymore. I don't like the negativity. I'm with you on that. And that is why I'm doing my best to retire from politics, but stay engaged to the meaning behind the politics, the original meaning of politics. Why do we have politics if not to help people? And if politics aren't helping people, then it needs to be fixed. and we can't fix it from the outside. We have to turn within. We have to heal. We have to heal our own thoughts of brokenness. Again, this is why, A Course in Miracles says, do not seek to change your behavior, because you can't change your behavior. However, change your thoughts in the behavior, and the behavior itself changes automatically. Jesse says, Eric LP, keep speaking that you are doing okay, even though you feel down. But when you speak out your declaration, speak with intention of believing that you are totally doing great. Recreate a reality. Some wise words from our friend Destiny. Pro tip from UK Medic, never do a free fall parachute jump if your helicopter is below you. Very important. Eric points to the app, you only do it once, Medic. This is true. It's an unforgiving lesson. So guys, make sure you check out Just One Sue's page, her community page, and you'll be able to see her new rainbow photograph as well. Just check out all the beautiful stuff in Harrisburg along the Susquehanna River. Joseph, so to everyone in the chat. I'm down at the bottom here. William says, my job is done when I get a laugh out of you. Seeing you chuckle. Man, that was a legit laughing out loud. That's the kind of statement that will, like in the next few days, it'll come out of the blue. I'll think about it and it'll get me laughing again. Luke says, haven't seen a rainbow in a while. It never rains here. Now that I think about it, it's been a while for me too. Eric Point says, I try to tell Timo if he wants to get to 100K subs, he needs to take Bill's advice and play some Van Halen. Van Halen in the Swiss Alps. It seems like a winning formula, doesn't it? Is there a particular song, William Downey? Like YouTube says, Jacob, keep up the hard work. Your channel is awesome. Like your positivity. Man, I mentioned before, I talked at length about Jacob. The most beautiful talk at the end of a workout in YouTube history from our friend Jacob this morning. Absolutely floored me with his sincerity, with the love and the inspiration that he was putting out. Medic says, in fact, never parachute out of a helicopter, as when the chute opens, you go up and you might get one hell of a haircut. I never considered that. But how do they do it? I know Navy SEALs have parachuted out of helicopters. Jacob says, thank you, blank YouTube. Apparently, I appreciate the awesome words, my friend. Much love and respect. Big salute to you. Medic says, don't get involved with anything with ticks in it. It's uncommonly good advice. William Downey says eruption. Eruption, Van Halen, eruption in the peaceful Swiss Alps. Echoing through the mountains. That would go viral, for sure. Greg Point says, I'm slacking on support lately, but I promise I'll catch up to everyone. Not a problem, Eric. Since your time on YouTube, since getting to know you, has been unconditional giving, relentlessly. So hey, just a little bit of slack. You more than you more than earned it. And what, 6 months or so of, again, just unrelenting giving. You and Jacob are from the same book. Different ways of doing it, but um, both of you, nothing but giving with your time and your energy. Medic says, I know Van Halen's cousin, Van Driver. Yeah, it's a big family. Medic says, I live on that list. That list would exist without me. Luke says, Stone Mill 50 miler. Yep, that was my second 50 miler. 3 years in a row, I think. It was a tough one. The first year we did it, it was long. My second and Mocha's first 50 miler, and it ended up being 56 miles. We hit the 50-mile mark and we got to an aid station, and they said, you got to head back out, cross the stream. And it was in the teens. It was in November, and it was in the teens. Where did you see that, Luke? I got the medal around here somewhere. Sue said she posted a video and a short video of the rainbow. Awesome. I will be looking for it. Sue is my Pennsylvania nature go-to source. Jacob says, I tried to. Just want to spread love, support all fitness and spirituality vibes. And you do a great job of it, Jacob. And it's so natural for you. Barb, my friend, thank you so much for that. Such a kind gesture. How are you doing, Barb? How was your appointment? Destiny says, take one day at a time, Eric LaPointe. It's only one of you and hundreds of them. This is true. You will get to everyone at the appointed time. Family always understands and appreciates you for your great pursuit. Wonderfully said from our friend Destiny. Jacob drops the link for William Downey. Barb says, blessings and prayers to each, and may your life be supported with hugs and love. Hello, one and all. Hello, my friend Barb, and thank you again. I hope your appointment went well. There's a link for Sue. Check out the rainbow, video and photograph. I'm interested in seeing the video. I haven't had the opportunity to video a rainbow yet, so I'm interested to see how it turns out. Jacob says, I appreciate you every day, Brother Eric. The point, you're a wonderful guy and you're an outstanding brother. Big salute to you. Hey, I'm going to second that. I'm going to offer my own salute with you, Jacob. Well said. Barb says they were okay. I'm uploading my adventures at the hospital right now. Surgery is still on. I'm glad the surgery is still on. I know it's scary, but I know once you get it done, you're going to start your healing journey. 2 more days. So, guys, keep our friend Barb in your prayers. As well, keep our friend Bumblebee T, who's still in the hospital, and our friend Selina, who is a caregiver for her sister Dana, all in need of prayers. Master Sergeant retired Mocha is here. It says hey to Jacob. Medic says hi to Barb. Oh, Luke says I can see it behind you. What are we looking at? Oh yeah, there it is. Yeah, I got some other stuff. I got a 40-mile finisher there. I got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-time finisher of the Topsco 50K. The first one to actually do that. A couple of us were the first ones to do that. That was Stone Mill 50 miler, was again Mocha's first 50 miler. Did I miss Goldie? William says I have to go. Please take care of yourself, Yogi, and everyone. Thank you, William. I appreciate you spending some time here, my friend. Let's see. There it is. Mocha says hello. Destiny says hello and love to you, Mocha. Hey, my friend, our friend, Empress of the New Earth, is going to be putting out some cooking videos and some recipes, some healthy stuff, her cooking for her family. So, guys, make sure you check it out. Barb says Wolf will be leaving for home in a bit. He will leave me my phone, so I'm gonna have some. I have my games and music. Nice. I'm glad you'll have that. Let's see what's going to happen here. Eric Lapointe is just putting out a friendly gesture to our to Mocha. We'll see how she responds. Destiny says praying Barb. Luke says y'all some kind of beast. One day, I don't know if I ever told this story before. Maybe Eric Lapointe will remember. I'll tell you about my first 200-mile races being done in the freezing rain. I don't often bring it up. As a matter of fact, I'm not even sure if I've mentioned it to Mocha before. And Mocha offers a collection of body parts, none of which being a high five. Blank YouTube says prayer for Barbs. Thank you for that, Blank. Sue has to go. She says have a great day, everyone. You too, Sue. Thanks for spending some time with us. Mocha says back at you, Destiny. Joe says hello, Miss Mocha. Joe's newest video, training back. However, and as always, it's almost like a allegory, training back, but there's a deeper meaning behind it as well when she talks about having your own back. Definitely check it out, guys. Jacob says, I'll keep praying for you, Sister Barb. Praying for a fast recovery. Awesome, Jacob. Eric Point says, smoke it somewhere in the world. That means something. Yeah, it probably does. Let's hope something good. For all I know, right now, YouTube could be surveying my channel and saying, Mocha just offended someone in Tibet, or who knows where. Blank says, you guys have a good night. Have to start a meeting at 6. Well, thank you for spending some time with us, Blank. Very much appreciated. Have a good meeting. Mocha says hello to Miss Jill. Barb says, thank you, my spiritual brothers and sisters. Always, Barb. Eric Point says, uphill both ways, Yogi. It was, actually. So I guess I've told this story before, huh? Jacob says, let's get Brother Luke to 400 subscribers. Mocha says, I'm sure it does, Eric LP. Barb says, hi, Joe. Sorry I missed you. Destiny says, I have to leave now, Eric McCarty. Thanks for everything. Blessings and love to you and to everyone in the chat. Take care, family. Take care, Destiny. Thank you so much for spending some time with us. Always appreciated. Deeply so. Barb says, hi, Mocha. Sorry, only one hand at the time. They're taking blood. Joe says, Miss Barb, I'm praying for you, dear. Big hugs. Thank you for that, Joe. And Joe says, big hugs to Miss Destiny. Barb says, thank you, one and all. Hey, Joe, all the technical advice that you've been getting from people is certainly paying off on your videos. They're just looking so professionally done, so smooth. You are getting in the UK Medic Optimob editing skills. And that is the highest praise I can offer as far as editing is concerned, because those guys are the top of the list. Joe says, thank you, but I'm nowhere near, but I appreciate it. If you're not near, you're getting close. You are nearing. If anyone wants to know my filming secret, it's a two-step process. It's a little something I like to call click and pray. I could maybe break it. I could maybe say 3. Point, click, and pray. Hope for the best. And then post it on YouTube and see what happens. Barb says, I will be listening on and off. Hugs to all with God's blessings. I see you all as my spiritual family. May God watch over each and all. You as well, Barb. You are definitely my spiritual family. As is everyone here. So we never did get a reply from, who was it, Bambuzi? On if he's gotten any benefits from the intake of mushrooms. I know lots of people who have benefited from microdosing both LSD and mushrooms. Microdosing. Not taking what Timothy Leary used to call a heroic dose. So Luke pointed out, man, what good eyes, because I'm looking at my desktop and I see it, but I would never be able to make out that it's at Stone Mill 50 miler. That Stone Mill was Mocha's first 50, and it's a tough race. Lots and lots of hills. The warmest it got that day was 27 degrees. There was multiple stream crossings that were waist high to me, which means it was chin level for Mocha. And she toughed it out. Eric Point says, your page is amazing, Joe. It's good to go from it's going to go from 0 to 1 million. I know. Have a little plan to grow channels for my friends. I'll let you guys know if it works. Awesome. What I agree with you 100% that her page is amazing. What makes it amazing is that Joe's amazing. That she has a Joe Delaney story to share. Um, and it's not just I lost a tremendous amount of weight. Those stories are awesome and they're motivating. But Joe Delaney is a healing channel. This isn't just how to lose weight. This is how to heal. You could take what Joe Delaney did and apply it to your addiction. You can take it and apply it to any aspect of your life where you feel you're not making any progress, where you feel that you're stuck. Uh, what Joe Delaney does, and I don't know why I always feel the need to say Joe Delaney, because it sounds so good. Um, what Joe does is give you a recipe for spiritual healing, emotional healing. Joe says, well, Eric misses the point. I'm just trying to come up with a video for my 500 celebration. I'm looking forward to seeing that. Joe says, I appreciate it through Eric. She also says, I would go live, but I am so busy getting off work now and have to do a little YouTube work and head to VBS. What is VBS? Joe Delaney says, Yogi, that's my brand, so it's okay. I appreciate you saying Joe Delaney. Okay, I'm glad that you appreciate it. I don't want to you know, keep saying it to the great annoyance of Joe Delaney. Oh, Vacation Bible School. Nice. Jacob drops a link for Joe Delaney. That is a name that could be a brand, you know? I'm looking forward to seeing the Eric LaPointe YouTube plan of fortune. No doubt. Eric's a very methodical person. You know, he gave great study to burpees. He didn't just haphazardly, hey, look at me, I'm doing burpees. He studied people that he admired. He practiced, and then he stepped up on YouTube. If you watch the progression of his videos, not just burpees, but the progression of his nature videos and where they've gone, as well as his live streams and what's going on. I'm not saying, you know, everything has a plan, but he's just very almost intuitive in the mythology of what he's doing. I have a much more haphazard approach to almost everything in life. Not well, you know what? Training wise, no. Training wise, I can be very uh, methodical. When I wanted to run 100 miles, I laid out a program and I stuck with it. Didn't miss a training session. When I wanted to for kettlebell sport, I stuck with it. Burpees allow a more instinctive approach because no one's training for. Well, I did when I was doing Busy Dad, but no one's training for specific numbers so much as they're just getting numbers. Look at Leo said so, who is here, by the way. Leo says, what's up, Brother Yogi? Good evening, sir. Give me some knowledge, my guy. Well, you know, just talking about burpees and how the great thing about burpees is you can be more intuitive. You can be more freestyling it, that you don't have to have a plan of, I want to go from this many burpees to this many burpees in this amount of time. You could do that, but is it necessary? Burpees are a form of self-expression that you can do a few weeks of burpees and come up with your own burpee style. And everyone does. Look at Leo's rocking chair. I've never seen anyone do a rocking chair like that. It's completely Leo said so, 100%. Look at the fluidity of Burpee Reaper. It reminds me of uh, like watching a stream, the fluidity of how he approaches all of his reps. Um, that's the best thing. That's my favorite thing about burpees is, for me, I took it with the nasal breathing as an extension of my yoga practice, as an extension of my mindfulness, as an extension of meditation. That I mentioned before, the fifth limb of yoga is called pratyahara, which means withdrawal of the senses. And when you're doing nasal breathing, you're tuning out the outer world and you're tuning within, because you can't focus on what's going on out there. You're focusing on breathing through the nose, because every rep tells you otherwise. Every rep, especially when you start getting out of breath, your body starts saying, suck in some air through whatever orifice will allow it. But you stick with the plan. Breathe through the nose, breathe out through the nose. Did you guys see Two Caps nasal breathing today? Joe Delaney says, hey, Mr. Leo. Eric Point says, I appreciate those great words, Yogi, but sometimes I feel like a great cover on a bad book. Understandable. You know what, though? Don't take it seriously. Definitely don't judge the book by the cover. Here's the thing. Your actions speak. I could care less about the burpee reps. I'm impressed by them, but here's what I care about. I care about the fact that, man, you might have shown up here every single day to support me since the very first time that you came on. And then you saw the opportunity of what was here, what was on YouTube, not for Eric Lapointe, but in how you could support other people. And you took off with it. And it reflected in how your channel grew. You didn't get those reps by going out and saying, hey guys, can you subscribe to me? Nothing the matter with asking people to subscribe to you, by the way. But that's not how you went about it. You went about subscribing to people, leaving a comment, saying, I'm here to support you. And again, it amazes me that you've shown up and you've listened to me ramble on night after night, day after day. Let's see. So as far as I'm concerned, the content is as good as the cover. Eric Point says Leo is a true champ, and that is from the heart. Leo is, man, and like I said, I've never seen, he brings flair to those rocking chairs. Leo says, thank you, LaPointe. I appreciate your support, man. Hello, Mr. Delaney. Hope you guys are doing great. Leo says, check out did great today. He knocked out those 102 pumps for sure. And his first attempt with nasal breathing. Man, Thomas is he's so methodical in his reps. Very mindful. He was telling me before how he approaches it like doing Tai Chi. He uses it as part of his Qigong. When he does the belly strike and he opens his palms, he is giving and receiving energy. So the nasal breathing for him just becomes an extension of that. I know some people don't like nasal breathing, but I think it's a valuable thing, even if you don't want to do it all the time, to introduce, because it gives you a way of turning your session into a meditative session. So you're healing your body, because you're not going to get as many reps as if you're doing non-breathing, non-nasal breathing. Maybe eventually you might, but that's not the point. The point isn't how many reps can I do nasal breathing, although that's always a great challenge. The point in doing nasal breathing often is to turn it into a physical, emotional, and spiritual healing practice. Jacob says, big salute to you, Brother Leo. Eric LaPointe drops a link for Jacob. Thank you for that, Eric. And thank you, Jacob, for dropping Leo's link. I missed Leo's live stream. I did manage to catch it later. But again, the great thing with burpees, everyone has the opportunity to make it their own. Leo says, what's the most you've done, Yogi? The most I've done was on Monday for sure, 500 mixed variations. Let's see. When I started doing burpees, I would do, I was doing busy dads, maxes, routine, alternating. He does it 4 days a week, 20 minutes. What I'd like doing was the 20-minute session and then doing some kind of finisher. And the finisher might be doing a 20-minute session of Navy SEALs, as many as you can get in 20 minutes. And then I would finish it with mixing things up. And I would get a lot of numbers that way. I think the most that I've done, like 750 or so 6 counts after a 20-minute session of how many I can get in 20 minutes. And then just throwing things down and just keep going. Eric Point says, Leo, my jaw dropped when I saw that. Yeah, that was an amazing session. I got rain coming down now. Joe says, I got to run. I appreciate y'all. Have a great evening. Thank you for spending some time with us, Joe. Very much appreciated. I'm only going to talk for about 10 more minutes, I think. And then I got a few things I want to catch up on with some channels. I do like Busy Dad's approach. And I like his progression levels. He likens it to earning a belt in a martial arts system. That you get this number, then, and he has t-shirts now to signify that. You hit this number and you get this t-shirt, and on and on and on. At the same time, though, it becomes too much about the numbers. That I think it's a great way, if you have limited time, not just to get in shape or stay in shape, but to get in awesome shape. Look at Max. He's absolutely awesome. But, you know, he mentioned having dreams of not being able to do burpees. And I think it's anxiety. Every day you do burpees, you have to gear up for an all-out session. How many can I get in 20 minutes? You just start becoming obsessed with that number. And, man, getting upset like that, obsessed about anything like that, is going to take a toll. Mentally, emotionally. Eric Point says, I saw that. Yeah, he put that little, like a 5-minute video up. Also, man, for a while, I was doing the Busy Dad every single day. All out 20-minute session, alternating the two. Alternating Navy SEALs, the next day 6 count. Navy SEALs and 6 counts. Plus doing finishers afterwards. And of course, you know, people mentioned, hey, you would get, I think my best, 260 6 counts in 20 minutes and 116 Navy SEALs in 20 minutes. My goal was 120. I didn't make it. And 275 6 counts, I didn't make it. But, man, I got tired of gearing myself up. Because if you're training for a sport, if you're training for an ultra, you don't run 100 miles every day to get in shape to run 100 miles. If you're training for a 5K, you don't run a 5K every day to get in shape for a 5K. You save yourself for these specific efforts. Now, of course, Max, he only does 80 minutes a week, 20-minute sessions 4 times a week. So he's got lots and lots of recovery. Eric Point says, just call me Burpee Bob. Hey, that was about a year ago. Just about a year ago. Man, compared to some of the guys, those numbers were so-so. They were good. I probably would have gotten more had I taken rest days. But people are like, take a rest day, you know. If you're training for something, you should take a rest day. And my answer was always, I am training to train every day. My sport right now is to train every day. My goal right now is to be in shape so that I can train every day. So how do you do that? You can't train every day to get in shape to train every day unless you train every day. I'm still laughing at that. Call me Burpee Bob. Leo says, Yogi the Goat, you're a true beast. Much love and respect, man. Love how humble you are with your crazy achievements. Well, thank you. Yeah, I'd say some of the achievements were definitely crazy. But hey, Leo, man, it's crazy recognizing crazy. You are right there with your streak. And you, man, the way you trained through being hurt, you easily could have stopped. You easily could have taken a day off. But you got that same thought as I do. You're training every day so that you can train every day. That's the thing. That's what you're doing. It's not training to see how many reps I can get. It's seeing, can I show up? And of course, Eric Lapointe has a streak going as well. Jacob says, we all need to do some burpees together, brother Eric Lapointe. Jacob says, should not need. Eric says, Jacob, yes, after trimming season for me. That would be fun. That would be interesting. The only joined live stream that I did was I joined the Gus and Aldo. I think Old Dog was there too, because they were talking about aliens. And they wanted my take, and they sent me the link to join the chat. And when I joined, this was right after my workout, and they said, oh, by the way, there's a 25 push-up buy-in. I just finished doing dips and burpees. And they invite me in all innocently. Hey, we want to know what you think of aliens. Come on by. And then they hit me with the, oh, by the way, now that you're here, you got to do 25 push-ups. It was well worth it, though. It was a fun talk. Do you guys check out their podcasts, or they call it the podcast, Sunday mornings, 10 o'clock, I believe. Get Fit, Talk Shit. GFTS. Osiris, Old Dog, Aldo, Crusade of Motivation, as well as Gus. Gus is king of the muscle ups. Man, during the original days of talking burpees here with Burpee Reaper, back when he was It Is What It Is, we would analyze everyone's form, not critique, just analyze, what they were bringing to the game. So much fun to see how everyone has their own approach to doing reps, because everybody's different. I would always tell people, someone would mention I had a shoulder dip. It was uneven. Of course, because I got a messed up shoulder, And I would always say, my form is as impeccable as my body allows it to be. Eric Lapointe, thank you for that. It was a fun live. It was interesting. Um, Thank you again. It's very much appreciated. Um, I love when the conversation covers everything. You know, we go from talking meditation and yoga to burpee reps to mushrooms, joking all the way to everyone's channels. I love those wide-ranging conversations. So, all right, guys, let's call it an evening. Appreciate you spending some time with me. We'll be back. We're going to do the same thing tomorrow. I forgot to take my pill. And we'll be getting our reps tomorrow. Looking forward to seeing it. Looking forward to seeing Jacob's workout, Leo's workout, everyone. I didn't see Burpee Reaper today. I'll check and see if he did something that I missed. So, let's wrap it up. Much appreciated. I will see everyone tomorrow. If you're around at 5 o'clock in the morning, come on by. We're still dealing with the Tao Te Ching. I believe it's going to be verse 48 tomorrow. Jacob says, it was an honor to be part of your live stream. Once again, brother Mr. Yogi. Blessings and big salute to you all. Thank you, Jacob. Man, I can't tell you how much I appreciate having you here. And once more, I know you're a modest guy. You don't like to hear it too often, but that was a beautiful, beautiful talk that you gave today. It summed up everything that's great about the burpee community, everything that's great about YouTube, everything that's great about the human race, and everything that's great about Jacob. And there's so much that's great about Jacob. I know you're humble, but I hope you appreciate yourself. So, guys, I'm going to see everyone later. Last thing before we go, prayers for our friend Barb, prayers for our friend Bumblebee T, prayers for our friend Selina. If I'm missing anyone, if anyone needs prayers, hey, guys, we all pull in for each other. If you're not the praying type, we send good vibes, we send energy, we send love. So, with that, I'm sending love to all of you guys. Take care.